Hey, what's up? It's the Strategic Finance Whale, aka Lord Whalekev, back at you again. Thanks for all your feedback on the previous video. So today, I'm going to talk to you about migrations between PBCS environments. Alright, so after spending a lot of time building an amazing PBCS application that used to analyze the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow and their migratory paths, you're ready to move it into a production environment. And just like my parents going from New York area to Florida each winter, we will use the concept of migration. Alright, so the first thing you're going to want to do is log into the environment that you're going to want to migrate from. Then go to Migration from the Navigator menu. It's the three little bars up in the upper left corner. And no, you're not going to have a giant red arrow and a red circle around it. You're going to have to go find it yourself, but I trust you can do that. Next, you're going to select the artifacts. Artifacts are the juicy bits and pieces that make Hyperion planning the delicious yumminess that it is. Things like forms, task lists, the dimensions, all that good stuff. If you click on the first screen, you'll get everything underneath it, but if you want, you can alternatively go into each one of these and select the juiciest bits of pieces that you can find for all the things that you actually really need if you don't need everything. Then you're going to need to name the export. The default name is your username and date. I suggest to make something that you'll remember a little bit better. Once you've hit OK, you'll see the migration status report. Note that this will disrupt any users in the system. This is so important that I use 2 exclamation points, even though 1 probably could have sufficed. So I suggest doing the export at night or maybe in the afternoon of the last day that the budgets are due. Also note, this is very important, if you frantically hit the refresh button, everyone will know how important you are and how valuable your time is. You could also probably go up and get a cup of coffee, do some other work, or play on your phone. Up to you, but I suggest hitting that refresh button frantically and making sure everybody understands that you are really important and don't have time to wait for this. Next, you're going to want to download the snapshot. Look for the clever name that you gave it before, and then select the corresponding cog. Be careful of your fingers. Those gears look mighty sharp. Then from the menu that pops up, select download, and then choose a clever place on your local machine where to put the snapshot. Now this part is completely optional, but if you want to start fresh and clean as a spring day, you can remove the application and rebuild the target application from scratch. It is recommended to save it, so go back to the earlier part of the video, or do the export of the snapshot to have a little safety backup. Now double, triple, quadruple check that you are in the correct environment, because when you remove the application, you will delete it. Then pops up a very ominous warning. As Dante passing through the gates of hell, abandon all hope ye who enter here. This is basically telling you this is your last chance to change your mind. Note, 3 exclamation points this time. Really, really serious, guys. After deleting the application, it'll sign you out. When you sign back in, everything is gone. Well, yeah, duh, that was kind of the point. But now you'll start from scratch with building a brand new application. I suggest going standard and new, but you can also play with the other options. You can use light, which only has 1 cube. It doesn't support business rules, map reporting, copy data, copy version, exchange rates, or currency conversion, but it only has 96 calories. You can also boldly go where some people have gone before with the enterprise version, which is a whole different beast. See our other videos on ePBCS or speak to your Oracle rep for more information on pricing. You also have the opportunity to make a sample application, which creates an application called Vision and demonstrates planning and budgeting features with task list forms, etc. Now you'll be asked to name the new application. I use the name from my old one that I'm going to be migrating from the source data, just to keep things consistent. You select details, and you'll be asked to name 2 of the cubes, an ASO and a BSO. Also warning, uncheck the multi-currency unless you really know what you're doing, because it will add an extra dimension and do a whole bunch of things for you that you may not be needing. Also note, you're only creating 2 of the cubes here. If you have more cubes in the source application, you'll be an opportunity to make another cube later. Now you're going to customize the new application. Don't worry about getting all the metadata and everything in here. You'll be able to do that from your migrated source later. Lastly, you're given a screen to review the details about your newly created application. Hit create and then rejoice. You may want to take a screenshot of the success pop-up. It's like a gold star for adults. Now, if you have more cubes in the source application than you do in your newly created target application, you'll need to create those now. So from the overview from the navigation menu, click on cubes and then create. You'll name your cube and choose ASO or BSO. Now that you have a nice new target application created, you're able to upload your snapshot. So what you'll do is go to the navigation menu, go to migrations, snapshot, upload, and then search for the file that you've saved on your local machine. Now that you've uploaded the snapshot, it's time to import it. Again, with the cog in its menu, highlight the snapshot you want to import, hit the cog, again be careful of your fingers, and choose import from the menu. Again, you got a migration status report coming up. This is another place where you can hit that refresh button as quick as you can and keep saying things like, Come on, you got this. We're all counting on you. You're our last hope. Oh, come on, come on. What? Fail? Oh no, big red X, red failed. Wow, my life is meaningless. We're all doomed. Or are we? I wonder if there's some information there. Let's click on that failed sign and see what it has to say. Look, details on my failure. Way to rub it in, Oracle. Oh wait, actually this is pretty helpful. I can find out the fact on this one, I forgot to create that third cube. That's why all sorts of things failed. You also may be able to look through some of these details and find out something like a security or a person's different in one or the other that you may not care too much about. So don't take the failure too harshly. On the other hand, you might get a nice big fat green check mark. Really lets you know that life is worth living. They even wrote completed in green so you can truly feel like the hero you are.